All right, so for the past month and a half now, I've been carrying and using this thing right here. This is called the PGYTECH Createmate. And for those aren't familiar with this product, it is a card storage as well as a card reader built into one. And it's meant to hold a bunch of SD cards. You can actually hold 1, 2, 3, 4 SD cards here, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4 micro SD cards. And not just that, if you are traveling a lot, it can hold 2 SIM cards, and it does come with the SIM card ejector pin right here at the very top. Now there is one little dilemma I am having with this thing, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. Now prior to carrying this thing around, I was previously carrying these two things, and actually this and this. So these are pretty standard looking memory card holders. This one's from Think Tank. And I was carrying this around as well as sometimes carrying, this is my Low Pro one. And same thing, it is a memory card storage holder, a bunch of little small pockets. But then you would also need to carry around something like this, which is a card reader. And the one thing that's really cool about the Createmate is that it combines both of these. So instead of carrying both of these right here, you are now just carrying this small device, which allows you to then store, like I mentioned, a bunch of memory cards, SD cards, as well as micro SD cards. The one thing I do like about the storage unit on this card reader is that it does have a little rubber piece here. So it gives it a little added pressure when you're sliding it in and out, just to make sure it stays in there, it doesn't come out or slide out. So now when you're done shooting, if you want to transfer directly to your computer, there is a USB-C plug built into it because it is a reader. There's a slot for your micro SD card as well as your SD card. So when you're done shooting, you can just bring this over here, plug it in, plug this into your computer, and now you can start transferring or editing right off of this reader. The one thing that's pretty cool with it is this, with this reader, you can simultaneously download both memory cards, micro SD and SD card, at the same time from here. The card reader and holder is built in this aluminum casing, but it is wrapped with this silicone here on the outside, which gives you a little bit of that shock proofing in case you do have this on the outside of your bag and you were to drop it. Gives you a little bit of shock proofing, but if you want to remove it just so it's a little bit more, I would say, more sleek, you can remove that if you want to, just because it adds a little bit, I'm gonna say more space in your bag, but you can actually just carry it around just like this, which is pretty cool. It does have the PGYTECH logo right there on the top, so I guess it is made for you to carry just individually. And at the very bottom, it does say press. So all you do is press this open to pop it out. And what's nice is that there is a tiny little rubber gasket all the way around. So it is IP54 weather sealed. So basic stuff, basic weather elements. Now as far as file transfer speed, it does use the USB-C 3.1, and they are rating it to go up to 312 megabits per second. What I want to do here is I have a memory card right here, which has about 62 gigs of footage on here. What I want to do is just do a quick speed test just to see how fast I can transfer off this footage onto my desktop. And then I do have a MacBook Pro that has a SD card reader built into it. A lot of laptops might not have that. I do have one there. Just want to see the 3 different speeds I'm getting if I'm going to be downloading. It's about 61.5 gigs of footage from these readers onto the desktop. So first one, actually I'm going to do, I'll just do the laptop first. Here, copy, and let go and start. Okay. So let's see how long this takes. And it is saying right now, just the initial copy, it's saying it's gonna be about 4 minutes. All right, so we're coming up to the end of it, and we are gonna stop it at, here we go. Okay, 3 minutes 47.84 is how long it took for 61.5 gigs to transfer from the internal card reader to my desktop on my Mac. All right, so now we're gonna use this one right here, which is one I've been using for a while, and it's just one of the ones that you would pull from Amazon. Has a bunch of card readers. The difference here is that yes, you have the SD card and micro SD, but you also have a couple more options. You have like HDMI, you have 2 USB-As, so it's similar but different. You have a couple more options here, but let's see what we are getting as far as speeds go. This one says it's gonna be about 25 minutes, so definitely not gonna time lapse that one, but this one does say 25 minutes. Through a card reader like this, it's taking about 23 minutes left. It is a lot slower, of course, than a built-in internal SD drive or SD card reader from your laptop. And let's see how much faster it is. Hopefully it'll be a lot faster than 25 minutes. Hit start. There you go. So 4 minutes, about 4 minutes. Speed-wise, it actually seems even faster than it was with the internal. So super fast, way faster than something like this. Done. 337. The speeds that were coming out of here is actually quicker than the internal drive that's on my MacBook. Now, that dilemma I mentioned in the beginning of the video is I have been slowly transitioning over to Sony Type A cards, and these cards are a little bit thicker and a little bit smaller than the standard SD cards. So they don't fit. They don't fit into here like I'd hope. I believe that they might be making some Type A ones in the future. I really hope they do, because like I said, I've been slowly moving away from these only because my camera accepts these Type A ones, and these things are super fast. Now, as far as price goes for the Createmate, comes in at $39.95, which isn't too bad, because if you're gonna buy something like this already, these can be on the low end, maybe 10 bucks all the way up to like 30 bucks. And then if you have a card storage case, something like this can range anywhere 5, 10, 15 bucks as well. So you're kind of getting 2-in-1, and the speeds transfer wise kind of blows this thing out of the water. As always, if you guys got some value from this video, a big like would be much appreciated. This is Ultra Saucio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.